Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Today's story is about the largest islands on the planet. You will realize that some countries own special and large islands. Which countries are those? They are right here. The world's largest islands are true paradises, offering wonderful visual, historical and cultural experiences. Entertainment. Below are the top largest islands in the world. Before learning, remember to like and share, especially subscribe to the channel to support me. Now let's start the journey to learn. Elmir Island. Elmir Island, with an area of 75,767 square miles, is the most rugged of the Canadian Arctic archipelago, with towering mountains, especially in the north, vast ice fields, and a concave coastline. Deep. Elmir Island means land of musk oxen. It was sighted by explorer William Baffin in 1616 and named in 1852 by Sir Edward A. Inglefield's expedition, which navigated the coast at Isabel, for Francis Egerton, 1st Earl of Ellesmere, is part of the Kwikik-Talup region of the Canadian territory of Nunavut. Located in the Canadian Arctic archipelago, the island is considered part of the Queen Elizabeth Islands, with Cape Columbia being Canada's northernmost mainland point. Elmir Island is part of the Kwikik-Talup region of the Canadian territory of Nunavut. Located in the Canadian Arctic archipelago, the island is considered part of the Queen Elizabeth Islands, with Cape Columbia being Canada's northernmost mainland point. Great Britain Island, Great Britain Island. Great Britain Island, Great Britain Island 209,331 square kilometers. This area is twice the size of the island of Cuba. The name says it all, Great Britain Island in Great Britain. The British Isles are surrounded by over 1,000 smaller islands. The entire British Isles is the territory of the sovereign nation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and most of the British Isles are the British Isles. Most of England, Scotland, and Wales lie on the island of Great Britain, and their capitals are also on the island, London, Edinburgh, and Cardiff respectively. Great Britain or Great Britain lies in the northwest of mainland Europe. This is the 8th largest island in the world, and the largest island in the British Isles as well as Europe. With a population of approximately 60.0 million as of mid-2009, it is the third most populous island in the world, behind only Java and Honshu. The diversity of flora and fauna on the British Isles is relatively limited due to the island's size and the fact that wildlife has had little opportunity to thrive since the last ice age. High levels of urbanization have contributed to the British Isles having a species extinction rate 100 times higher than the general extinction rate on Earth. Victoria Island. Victoria Island, with an area of 217,291 square kilometers, is roughly the size of Laos and is a large island located in the Canadian Arctic archipelago between the border of Nunavut and Canada's Northwest Territories. This is the 8th largest island in the world. It is Canada's second largest island. It is nearly twice as large as Newfoundland, larger than the British Isles. Located off the Pacific coast of Canada, the city of Victoria is considered one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Even many Victorian tourists consider this the most charming pearl island in the land of red maples. It is almost twice the size of Newfoundland at 43,008 square miles. 80,823 square miles larger than the island of Great Britain. Here, there is the largest island located on an island on an island. The western third of the island is in the Inuk region of the Northwest Territories. The remainder belongs to Nunavut's Kitikmeot region. Located in the Mediterranean region, Victoria has a mild and pleasant climate. Therefore, any season of the year is an ideal time to travel to Victoria. Honshu Island. Honshu Island, with an area of 227,942.41 square kilometers. Honshu Island is the largest island, with about 60% of the territory extending from Aomori Prefecture to Yamaguchi Prefecture, Honshu. And this is an island located in the center of Japan with largest area and most populated in Japan. Opposite Honshu in the Tsugaru Strait to the north is the island of Hokkaido, connected by the Seikan Tunnel. Opposite Honshu in the Kanman Strait in the southwestern Sato Nikai Sea is the island of Kyushu. This size is equivalent to Romania. The length of the coastline is 10,084 kilometers. If you are a travel enthusiast in Japan, traveling by bicycle will take about 1 month. Honshu is the largest island in Japan and the 7th largest island in the world. The coastline surrounding the island is about 5,450 kilometers long. The Kanman Bridge, Kanman Tunnel, for trains only, and Shinkanman Tunnel, for Shinkansen bullet trains only, are three routes connecting Honshu and Kyushu. Sumatra Island. Sumatra Island, with an area of 473,481 square kilometers, belongs to Indonesia, and Indonesia is known as the Paradise of Islands. Sumatra is located in the northwest, southeast direction. It borders the Indian Ocean as well as the neighboring islands of Similue, Nias and Mentawai to the west. To the northeast is the Strait of Malacca, separating the island from the Malay Peninsula. To the southeast is the Sunda Strait, separating Sumatra from Java. North of Sumatra is close to the Andaman, Bangka and Belitung Islands. Sumatra's population is mainly concentrated in the northern and middle parts of the island in the provinces of North Sumatra, South Sumatra and Lampung. Besides Bali, another equally famous island in Indonesia is Sumatra. Sumatra is a large island in western Indonesia belonging to the Greater Sunda Archipelago. This island has more special weather than other regions of Indonesia. The reason lies in its special location. Sumatra is located above the equator. The equator becomes the boundary that clearly separates the two regions of the island. In the north, from October to April next year is the rainy season. The remaining time is the dry season. In the south, the rainy season lasts from December to February of the following year. Baffin Island. Baffin Island, with an area of 195,928 square miles. This island area is equivalent to countries such as Spain and Thailand, and this island belongs to the Canadian territory of Nunavut and is Canada's largest island. And a population of about 11,000 people. South of Baffin Island is the Hudson Strait, separating the island from the mainland of Quebec province. South of the western tip of the island are the Fury and Hecla Straits that separate the island from the Melville Peninsula on the mainland. To the east are Davis Strait and Baffin Bay, and Greenland is on the other side. The Fox Basin, Boothia Bay and Lancaster Sound separate Baffin Island from the remaining islands of the archipelago to the west and north. The Baffin Mountains run along the northeastern coast of the island and are part of the Arctic Mountains. Mount Odin is the highest peak on the island, with a lowest elevation of 2,143 meters. Other notable peaks include Mount Asgard, located in Auyuatuk National Park, with an altitude of 2,011 meters. Mount Thor, with an altitude of 1,675 meters. The two largest lakes on the island are located in the south-central part. Lake Nettling 5,066 square kilometers and Lake Amajuak further south. The Barnes Ice Cap is located in the middle of the island. Madagascar Island. Madagascar Island, with an area of 587,713 Madagascar, is the largest island of the 10 Croatian countries famous for football and is located in the Indian Ocean. After breaking off from the supercontinent Gondwana, Madagascar separated from India about 88 million years ago, leaving native plants and animals to evolve in relative isolation. As a result, Madagascar is a biodiversity hotspot. And Madagascar's population is estimated to be more than 22 million, 90% of whom live on less than $2 per day. Malagasy and French are both official languages of the island. The majority of the population adheres to traditional faiths, Christianity, or a mixture of both. Ecotourism and agriculture, along with greater investment in education, health and private enterprise, are important elements of Madagascar's development strategy. Borneo Island. Borneo Island. This island is very special. This island has the countries of Brunei, Indonesia and Malaysia. About 73% of the island's area is Malaysian territory, with an area of 748,168 square kilometers. The Malaysian states of Sabah and Sarawak account for 26% of the island's area. More than half of Borneo lies in the northern hemisphere, including parts of Malaysia and Brunei. Borneo has the oldest rainforests in the world. Borneo or Kalimantan is the third largest island in the world and the largest in Asia. The island belongs to insular Southeast Asia. The island has many names. Internationally, it is called Borneo after the name Brunei, originating from European contact with this kingdom in the 16th century. The name Brunei may be derived from the Sanskrit word Vyuna, meaning water, or the Hindu rain god Varuna. Indigenous Indonesians call the island Kalimantan, derived from the Sanskrit word Kalimanthana, meaning hot weather island. New Guinea Island. New Guinea has an area of 785,753 square kilometers and is the same size as Turkey. The island is located in the southwest Pacific Ocean. On the island are the two countries of Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. East of the Malay archipelago, and sometimes the island is also considered part of the larger Indo-Australian archipelago, with the population is 7.5 million people. Anthropologically, New Guinea is considered part of Melanesia. Politically, the western half of the island consists of two Indonesian provinces, Papua and West Papua. The eastern half of the island forms the mainland of the nation of Papua New Guinea. Geologically, New Guinea and Australia are part of the same tectonic plate. When the world's sea level dropped, the two places shared a coastline, now 100 to 140 meters below sea level, combined with parts of the mainland that are now flooded to create the Sahel continent, also known as Greater Australia. The two mainlands were separated when the area that is now the Torres Strait was flooded after the end of the last ice age. The largest island in the world is Greenland. Greenland has an area of 2,130,800 square kilometers. Greenland is an autonomous country of Denmark. About 81% of Greenland's surface is covered by ice, called the Greenland ice cap. The weight of the ice has compressed the central landmass of the continent, forming a basin located more than 300 meters below sea level. Almost all Greenlanders live along the fjords in the southwest of the main island, where the climate is more temperate. The Atlantic Ocean surrounds Greenland to the southeast, Greenland Sea to the east, Arctic Ocean to the north, and Baffin Bay to the west. The closest countries to this region are Iceland, to the east Greenland in the Atlantic Ocean, and Canada to the west across Baffin Bay. Greenland is the world's largest island. This is also home to the largest national park in the world. Most Greenlanders are descendants of both the Kalaaleq, Inuit, and Scandinavian people and use Greenlandic, or Kalaalleq, as their main language. Greenlandic is spoken by more than 50,000 people, larger than the entire Eskimo-Aleut language group combined. A Danish minority community that migrated here speaks Danish. Both are official languages, while the West Greenlandic dialect is the official form of Greenlandic. If you find it interesting, remember to like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Click on the notification bell icon if you don't want to miss any of my videos. This is the end of the video. Goodbye and see you again.